got about a 10-minute break here. Oh, studying. Um, I don't know. We're kind of at the point now where we have to take all these practice tests. And the annoying thing about it is that each practice test takes 90 minutes. 90 questions, 90 minutes. Um, and for the most part, that's what it is. It's 90 questions, 90 minutes to do them. It takes pretty much no time. It's tiring, exhausting, very fatiguing. Uh, and it also takes time away from actually studying. And I've calculated that I've spent about 2.5 hours total over 2 days studying. 1.5 of those hours being during class today. And I've spent 6 hours taking practice tests, which we don't have enough time to really learn from even the mistakes, because we have to take them kind of back to back. So it's not really the best method in my opinion. I think my time would probably be much better spent studying, learning the material, trying to memorize what I don't know. Because these practice tests are so long and tiring that, like, by the time I'm done taking one or two of them, I'm like, okay, I don't really have that much energy to, like, keep studying, because it's already wiped me out for, like, an hour and a half to 3 hours, and we've got labs to do and other assignments and things. And so, this is the part where I'm like, the method that is in place, even though we have to probably get it done by about Tuesday of next week or so, I've still got today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to be done. But that means I've only really got 4 days to study. And if I spend all 4 days just taking practice tests, it's really going to cut into my study time. So part of me is debating if I should just wait to take these practice tests, or just, like I did before, just not even putting all the information, and looking things up. I mean, the last one I did, I basically looked up the ones that I saw that were repeated, and then I pretty much put, like, I put a code for myself where it was like, I put R for repeated in black. I put a question mark in red for the ones I didn't know at all when I was answering them that were fresh questions. I put a kind of tilde, like a blue tilde, for ones that I'm like, I'm kind of certain about this, but I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm like, this isn't quite question mark because I think this is the right answer, but I'm not like 100%. And then I put a green check mark for the 100% ones. And so I did look up a good portion of them because a whole lot are repeated, and I still didn't get the score high enough to move on to the next. And so it's a little bit annoying that we have to spend so much time taking these tests, and there's not really enough time to study. It's like I could have spent 6 hours studying instead of taking the practice test, which is a form of studying, but I mean, just taking them repetitively, there's no time to, like, learn. And we have to, there's 5 of them and then 2 qualifying tests. So we have to take 5 tests, 2 qualifying tests, and I don't know, it's more like just trying to get the score for the tests, for the practice tests. And I remember last time feeling like those practice tests did not fully prepare me for the exam. And it's like, it can cut a week. Like, I've already wasted like 2 days of study time just taking practice tests. And my plan was to study 3 to 4 chapters a day and review the past chapters, not to necessarily take the test. And class is 6 hours, so we're in class for 6 hours on top of that. So if I'm not studying before and after class, I'm sitting in class. The class is reviewing. A lot of what they're reviewing is like Windows commands, like kind of like terminal prompts and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's like they spent 2 days reviewing that, and if I were to just sit and listen, that's the only thing I would have learned. And the whole test isn't just about like Windows. So I don't know. I'm kind of debating and trying to figure out like how to best do what I need to do to kind of set myself up to be able to actually study. Because right now I'm studying for the practice test and basically trying to like pass the practice test. I'm not really actually studying for the exam and like learning the chapters and learning the stuff that I don't know because we're stuck taking so many practice tests. So I don't really know how I'm gonna arrange my weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. I'd like to watch the Super Bowl, but taking like a 3 or so hour break in the middle of the weekend before an exam does not seem like a good idea. It might be a good idea just for like the day if that's the only break I take, but that's a long break. I thought about coming in at halftime, watching the halftime show, and then watching the end of the game. That sounds a little more realistic and manageable. But or just taking breaks. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out what the best strategy is here. A few of us are complaining that we kind of realized that this strategy doesn't work for us because we saw the results we got last time. Some of us who didn't really do too great last time on the Core 1 exam or didn't get the score we wanted, some of us are like, okay, like we need to study. And some people are saying they need to finish assignments. We haven't gotten an extension yet. Full transparency, I haven't even submitted what was due Thursday at midnight. I haven't submitted it yet because I haven't done it because I've been spending so much time with these practice tests and then trying to study the practice tests because the answers repeat. The questions repeat, and so I'm like, well, I might as well just study them. But really, I don't know. I'm trying to I gotta go back in, but I'm trying to figure out a method that actually makes sense. A method that works and makes sense. Because this method, I guess they can see where we are as far as the instructors and such, and they can kind of see if we're progressing. But I don't know if it's really progress. Let me get back in. Alright, so the busy day is over. I got out just about at 4. There were still a bunch of people still logged in. But I was like, they kind of gave us our own last hour and a half. It just feels so crammed. But we do have till Tuesday to qualify. And then I'm going to I was able to share with one of my classmates one of the gig work sites. So that was kind of cool because I love sharing that kind of stuff. I love sharing ways that people can make money. Like legit ways. I don't know why I'm so passionate about it, but it's like LA is a rough place to live, and even people who have money, it's like you don't really have money unless you're like really, really set up. And even though you can be frugal, it's like right now it's definitely hitting me, like the crunch time and the energy. I'm getting I'm definitely noticing it's it's leading me to want to eat fast food and stuff. I have ordered a lot of really good food though, but it does make me want to eat more like takeout and stuff when I'm rushing around and everything. But I've been trying to eat like decent. I just left McDonald's when I started recording, and I'm recording, and I'm wondering, okay, so you know how you rent a car, right? And you go wherever the heck you go, right? Can you rent a what are those things? Those moving vans. Not like the big truck, but like the little pickup truck, or like the minivan type. There's like an SUV or minivan type of what are they? U-Haul. Can you rent those instead of renting a car? Because I think it's cheaper than renting a car if you're paying $19.95 or whatever for one of those kind of like vans with the sliding doors. And then I don't know if they kind of like charge you by how much you drive or whatever, but you could still drive it one way. And I'm wondering, like, if I go to San Diego, could I just rent a freaking U-Haul and then just like leave it and then take the bus back? That's like the dumbest idea, but I'm like, you probably could do that, couldn't you? Like, couldn't you do that? I mean, they probably charge you a fortune in gas, and there's probably some weird like, what do you call it? Like the deposits and all that. But I'm wondering, I'm like, dude, that would be so awesome just to like, because sometimes you're renting a car and it's like 35, 45, 50, 60 bucks, and it's like, goodness. And then you've got that deposit, and you have to have the credit card and everything. I'm wondering if it's the same with U-Haul. I've never rented a U-Haul. I've gone into U-Haul for the what do you call it? Like boxes and stuff. I was helping a cousin once, and they needed some boxes to ship something, so we went over there and got like a bunch of boxes for him. Well, he bought the boxes, but I drove him over there because he was visiting, and I had the car. So, yeah, it was really cool. Like, yeah, my dad was giving away the house surround sound system because we didn't really use it that much. Like, I think it was used when we first got it, but because we all like study, we had like a very studious household and very busy, studious people, so we didn't really use it all that often, honestly. So yeah, we didn't really do much. But I don't know. I'm gonna just go home and rest. I've decided I'll just take the rest of the night off. Sundown's like at almost 5:30 p.m., but I think I don't want to wait till sundown. I'm not gonna study till sundown. I'm just gonna take Friday off, and then I'll probably start studying Saturday. I don't know how this Sabbath time stuff is gonna work, but I'll probably start studying Saturday before sundown, because sundown's gonna be too late. Or maybe I'll just study first thing in the morning till like noon or 1 or something, and then take the rest of the afternoon off, because I feel like my morning energy will probably be way better, but then I might be risking skipping workouts. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the gym. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll go to the gym, and then I'll yeah, I'm gonna try to go to the gym, and then what am I gonna do after the gym? Study. So if I go to the gym early and then study, that should be good. I think my dad's coming to town or something from Africa, and so I might not have the car if he goes to church. So I'm trying to figure that out. But either way, I'm white. It was good getting up early today and like working out and doing everything I need. But I'm gonna go in and I'll see. I might work out tonight, but I'm gonna eat and maybe just rest. I'm gonna eat my death food. I'm not trying to die or anything. I call McDonald's death meals because it's not healthy at all, and it basically contributes faster to your death. But I didn't want to drive all the way to In-N-Out and sit in traffic because it's 4:35 right now, and I estimated by the time I get over there and through the line, I'm gonna hit 5 o'clock traffic, and I don't want to take 30 minutes to get home for 2 miles or 3 miles or whatever it is. Shout out to Fridays in LA. But oh, there's a radio show I really like coming on. It comes on sometime near like 4 p.m. or something, and it's like this EDM DJ, and they don't archive it on iHeartRadio, so I was actually gonna try to catch it live, and I keep forgetting every week. I forget, but I'll try to listen to it. If it's still on right now, I'm gonna try and listen to it. But that's it for this little quickie. Have a good weekend, guys. Have a good Super Bowl weekend. I'm probably gonna post a bunch of random stuff. We'll see when I post.